Good afternoon, GMSDC, and Happy New Year. I'm excited for today as we wrap up 2021 and ramp up for an amazing 2022. 21 was a record year for the Council, and we expect that trend to keep going and growing throughout the rest of the year. Before we go any further, I want to pause for a second to recognize each and every one of you for your being a part of the GMSDC family. We've been around for 47 years, and it's all thanks to you. I can't thank you enough for your continued trust and support in the work that we do. Although we face some challenging moments, we've been able to get through it together, all because of your leadership, your engagement, and your commitment to strengthening our minority businesses and building an inclusive supply chain. We're going to hear from key leaders in our community, talking about what expectations are for 2022, and we'll discuss opportunities that are on the horizon. While we still not be able to come together in person, it's important for us to gather, even virtually, to talk about what's new and how we empower each other to be successful. One important focus for this year is the pursuit of true economic parity for minority businesses in Georgia. You may remember we updated our State of Minority Business study in 2021. In addition, we commissioned a new study on the state of minority business here in the great state of Georgia. That research showed us that while minority businesses are indeed growing and expanding in Georgia, the gap between minority businesses and their mainstream peers is so large that it would take us 100 years for them to catch up at the current pace of growth. We made a commitment at GMSDC to accelerate the path of economic equity for our MBEs. You'll hear more about that in just a moment. To help us navigate today and our agenda, we have Adam Moore of CVS. Please welcome Adam.
Thank you, Stacy, and hello, GMSDC family. We've got a phenomenal lineup of information and powerful inspiration for you today. We begin today with greetings from our corporate partner community. First up is Fernando Hernandez, the global leader of supplier diversity at one of our founding members, the Coca-Cola Company.
Thank you, Adam, and good afternoon to everyone. Again, I am Fernando Hernandez, the global leader of supplier diversity at the Coca-Cola Company. It is my pleasure to serve on the board of this phenomenal organization. Our joint companies have worked together with like-minded corporations and nonprofits for 47 years. We're united in the belief that doing business with communities of color was the right thing to do. Throughout these 4 decades of collaboration, we have become even more committed to the vision of the GMSDC. At leveling the playing field, where all qualified suppliers have access to our supply chain, I applaud the Council for its creativity and innovative approach to serving our stakeholders, even through this challenging time. I look forward to an amazing 2022. We've got some major procurement opportunities at Coca-Cola in the pipeline that we want to share with you, and we're excited to do business together. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, team, for your efforts. Now, let's get to work.
Thank you, Fernando, and a big thank you to the Coca-Cola Company for your longstanding commitment to the GMSDC. We love the fact that the world's finest beverage company is in our hometown and an active part of our council. We appreciate your being here as we kick off 2022. We thought it would be a great idea to hear from some of our corporate partners and MBEs to get the ball rolling. We asked them to share their outlook for 2022. Here's what they said.
Hello, my name is Sabrina Clark, Procurement Manager with Atlanta Beltline, Inc. As part of the GMSDC community, Atlanta Beltline, Inc.'s business outlook for 2022 looks better than ever. Thanks to new funding opportunities, we have a line of sight to complete the Atlanta Beltline, create new, affordable housing, and spur economic growth. We are excited to continue our efforts to attract qualified and certified minority business enterprises who can help us make Atlanta a global beacon for equitable, inclusive, and sustainable city life.
Hello, friends and family of GMSDC. My name is Monica Maldonado. I am the president and CEO of IPCOM, a communications agency and printing company. In 2022, we will continue to focus on our areas of expertise: brand strategy, content development, and print and fulfillment, while expanding on multicultural outreach and DE&I, fulfilling the current market needs. This year, we are already doing amazing work. The Home Depot has selected us to work with the Rice Foundation to help small businesses execute their digital brand strategy. And we're currently working with Norfolk Southern on an employee loyalty and retention program. We've developed a customized portal, designed and printing the packaging assets, provided the embroidery gifts, and are fulfilling and distributing these packages to their 15,000 field employees, all in less than 2 months, even with these supply chain shortages. Our hope is to be a strategic resource to companies that know the added value that diverse suppliers like IPCOM bring to the table. My friends, get energized. 2022 is ours for the taking.
Hi, my name's Randy Brown, manager of the Supplier Diversity Program at Emory University. We are so excited that GMSDC allowed us this opportunity to discuss our engagements for 2022. As you might not be aware, we were happy to be awarded the George Latier Rising Star Award last year. And going into 2022, our business units, central procurement, and schools are looking forward to increasing our diverse spend with minority vendors. As part of Emory University's mission statement, it is to create, preserve, teach, and apply knowledge in the betterment of humanity. And in doing so, we know that spending more with diverse businesses allows us to create a better economic impact for the metro area. We will be doing so by increasing our areas in Business Opportunity Expo with GMSDC, but also independent procurement conferences. Again, thank you GMSDC for this opportunity.
Hello, my name is Lisa S. Jones. I'm the founder and chief iMail officer of iMail Inc. iMail is a patent-pending marketing technology that enables video up to a full 60 seconds to automatically play in the inbox and mobile to increase engagement and conversions. In 2022, our top priority is to align with early adopters and market leaders who are excited about finding new and innovative ways to connect with their audiences in the email inbox. What sets apart 2022 from prior years is the level of adoption, speed, and impact of us being able to deliver global value. We recently partnered with Microsoft for the launch of Windows 11 that went out to 30 million viewers, and also for pre and post Super Bowl communications that went out to millions. This is just the beginning of many great and epic experiences to come.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to bring you greetings on behalf of Norfolk Southern. My name is Valerie Nesbitt, and I am the new Group Manager of Supplier Diversity and Sustainability. I am extremely excited to share that under the leadership of Jacqueline Gray, Assistant Vice President of Sourcing, our company recently made the decision to heighten supplier diversity by creating a full-time dedicated position. Now, in this new role, I will be working closely with our sourcing team to identify procurement opportunities for MBEs, as well as continuing to grow and develop our supplier diversity program. I'm also thrilled to share that in 2022, we became national members of the NMSDC. We are looking forward to continuing our relationship with the GMSDC as we partner together to promote the growth and development of MBEs.
Hi, this is Carlos Quinones, President of Display America. In 2022, our top priority will be to help our client partners achieve trade show success. We are very excited about our industry coming back strong from the pandemic. And we see that in this year, these first couple of months, with all the trade show projects we have on our calendar. So we're very excited about that. This year, we plan on adding about 500 new products on all of our e-com websites: Amazon, DisplayAmerica.com, Walmart, Wayfair. So stay tuned for that. We're looking to expand our product offerings and to make it easy for our customers, both on the business to business and consumer side, to be able to purchase from DA, all the way from display and exhibit materials to specialty furniture, signage, and fixtures. So yeah, stay tuned. Thank you so much for GMSDC for the opportunity. We look forward to collaborating and partnering with the network, with all the corporate members, and have a great year, everyone, and God bless. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michael McCullough, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Supply Chain here at Wellstar. We're very excited this year to be a partner with the Georgia Minority Supplier Development Council, and we look forward to continuing a great relationship that we established with the organization last year. As we look at our goals for this year, we're focused on hiring our supplier diversity manager. That's probably one of our top goals, because that individual will then carry a lot of the water forward in achieving our objectives for this calendar year, which will be focused on developing out our Tier 1 and Tier 2 supplier base, getting a clear understanding where we stand today with our current metrics so that we can then begin to establish goals moving forward. And then also looking at diverse supplier spend outside of the span of control of supply chain. So getting more involved in marketing, legal, HR, and other areas that supply chain here at Wellstar is not traditionally involved in. So those are our key goals. We're very excited to be a member and looking forward to a great year. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Andrea Boone, Senior Supplier Diversity Program Manager here at Microsoft. In 2022, our top priority is to build and expand our commitments from our 2020 Racial Equity Initiative that focuses on the advancement of Black and African Americans and Latinx communities. In 2022, we're most excited about the lessons that we learned from 2021 and the work that will go into 2022 as a result of those key findings. And then lastly, we look forward to our expansion and our presence in the Atlanta market. In addition, we're so excited in procurement about the visibility and the focus that the enterprise has on ensuring that we have a diverse ecosystem for all.
I am Kanchana Raman, founder CEO of Avion Networks and Avicent. We're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. Avion provides network engineering services for broadband connectivity to consumers and enterprises. We have been reinventing ourselves as the industry evolved from 3G, 4G, and now 5G, with a focus on technology, telecom, and media. The top 3 priority areas for 2022 for Avion and Avicent are accelerating the deployment of 5G and fiber with automation using drones and artificial intelligence and machine learning for scalability. Secondly, enabling broadband digital access to underserved communities. And thirdly, exploring enterprise edge computing use cases. What I'm most excited about is our role in addressing digital equity by providing actionable insights related to access and affordability at the 11 million plus census block level locations. What sets Avion and Avicent apart is our ability to service different industry segments like telecom, transportation, and healthcare, offering flexible business models in consulting and turnkey solutions. I would like to thank our high-valued customers, employees, and partners for an exciting 2022 as we navigate to the next new normal.
As you can see, big things are happening and the outlook is very bright in supply chain partnerships all over Georgia. As our economy continues to recover, you can expect more and more excitement as the opportunities become available, so make sure you're ready. Now, we will hear from the chair of our board of directors, who is none other than Vicki Irwin Avery, the general manager of Supply Chain Sustainability and Equity at the Southern Company.
Thank you, Adam, and thanks for all of your efforts in support of the Council over the years. Even in a new role, I know that we can continue to count on you as we always have. Let me begin by simply saying Happy New Year to those of you I have not yet spoken to, and welcome to the GMSDC annual meeting. We have a packed agenda for you today. First, I want to thank the awesome men and women who serve with me on your board of directors. The names are on the screen. You are what makes the council great, and we appreciate your service. Georgia is always one of the top affiliates in the network, and that is because we have the best corporate partners and sponsors. Thank you all for stepping up whenever you are called upon and going above and beyond to serve our community. Please know that your board service, your committee involvement, your leadership, and your investment are critical to our success, and we sincerely thank you. Now, I would like to issue a challenge to all of my peers on the board of directors and our corporate partners. As Stacy shared earlier, it will take 100 years for minority businesses to catch up to the mainstream at the current rate of growth. However, our research also informed us that if corporations would increase its diverse spend by only 1% per year, we could shrink that interval all the way down to 15 years. I don't know about you, but I'd like to see real economic equity in my lifetime, and I don't have 100 years. The GMSDC is launching an initiative called the 1% Pledge, and we are asking all of our corporate partners to commit. This is an opportunity for us to do something substantial that can have a real impact on communities of color. Will you help us to achieve the economic parity? Be on the lookout for information about how you can make the pledge, and please sign up as soon as possible. So now, we will begin the process of casting the vision for 2022 at the GMSDC. Please enjoy the remainder of the presentation.
Thank you, Vicki, for your leadership and tireless energy in service to our stakeholders. One of the pillars of programming each year is the Georgia Education Foundation. Here to share with you an overview of the GEF is Michael Robinson, GEF Board Chair and Program Director of Global Supplier Diversity at IBM.
Good afternoon. I'm Michael Robinson, Program Director of Global Supplier Diversity at IBM. I hope everyone's 2022 is off to a great start. I have been involved with the GMSDC for many years, and it is a privilege and an honor for me to now serve as the Board Chair for the Georgia Education Foundation. Many of you are certainly familiar with at least some of what falls under the GEF umbrella, thanks to past activities like our Chairman's Night of Giving campaigns at the Spirit of Alliance Awards. If I may, let me just take a few minutes and share with you an update on what the GEF is up to these days. You may already be familiar with the GMSDC Academy, where our learning programs are housed, but there is so much more. My first bit of news is very exciting. The GEF has launched a new website, GeorgiaEducationFoundation.org. And it's one word, and let me say it one more time, GeorgiaEducationFoundation.org. It is live as we speak and ready to serve you with all of the important info about the GEF. Be sure and visit GeorgiaEducationFoundation.org and explore our new online home when you have time, and return often for news and the many updates we have. We got some really wonderful programming planned for 2022. The Georgia Mentor Protege Connection is our flagship mentoring program that has been developing small and minority businesses and enhancing their corporate readiness levels for over 20 years. The program continues to thrive with an annual group of mentor-protege pairings who graduate in December of each year. In 2021, we launched the Minority Business Internship program. We believe that it's important for us to foster the growth of our minority students. We partnered with HBCUs in the Atlanta area and developed a paid internship opportunity where these students can work with our MBEs. We're actively looking for more students to participate. We're looking for sponsors to help support the program, and of course, MBEs to host these students. The feedback on this initiative has been very positive, and we look forward to continuing to expand the MBIP beyond the initial 15 students who participated. The GMSDC was selected as a host for the NMSDC's Center of Excellence program, which is sponsored by Fifth Third Bank. The COE allowed 10 of our Class 2 MBEs to be mentored by Class 4 MBEs and corporate coaches. Participants in the program take part in various specialized training sessions and leadership development activities, which are designed to prepare them for the next phase. The GMSDC will host another COE cohort in 2022, so be on the lookout for more details. The GEF will be adding a new program, and it's called the Community Business Development Program, to support local businesses who may be too small to engage in global supply chains. However, they are essential job creators who hire local people and invest heavily in their communities. We could use some additional corporate sponsors, so please get in touch with us if you want to know more about how each and every one of you can help. Before I end, I want to take a moment to celebrate the graduates of the GMPC program. We were excited to graduate 12 proteges at the end of last year. Here are the pairings from the class of 2021. Congratulations to this outstanding group of graduates. We know you will leverage what you learned through the GMPC to do great things. I want to close with a brief video remarks from a few of our proteges about their experience in the program. Let's hear from them now.
Hello all, my name is Alka Manyapu from Datasoft Technologies Inc., a full-service talent acquisition in IT, engineering, and professional services company since 1994. It was an honor and privilege to be part of the 2021 class of the Georgia Mentor-Protege Connection. As the name signifies, we were able to make valuable connections with our mentor and members of GMSDC family. We value these connections and the important lessons learned from these interactions. This will help us and our business grow and propel forward in 2022 and beyond. Thank you, GMSDC, for giving us this opportunity.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Williams, and I'm with Southern Perfection Painting Incorporated, and I was in the 2021 Georgia Mentor Protege Program. And I just wanted to say that this program has helped my business immensely. We have been able to identify the weaknesses in our business and to focus on obtaining financial strengths, identifying issues in our marketing, and in other areas where we have to improve and work on business development. And we've made some great contacts within the program. I want to say thank you to the Georgia Mentor Protege Program, and thank you to Reggie Fams and team for all the help that you have given me and allow me to be a part of this program. Thank you so much. Talk soon. Bye.
As you can see, the GMPC is a world-class program producing strong alumni who go on to win all kinds of awards and go to the next level. Thank you for your support of the GEF and its important portfolio of educational programming.
Wow, I am not the only one who just learned something about the GEF. Their work is so essential to one of our primary tasks, and that is to grow our small and minority businesses. Thank you, Michael. To make sure we're ready to forge ahead confidently into 2022, our next speaker is Tracy Grace, the President and CEO of IBX IT Business Experts and the new chair of the Minority Business Enterprise Input Committee. Welcome, Tracy.
Hello, GMSDC family. It is my honor to serve as MBEIC Chair and represent the voices of our 900 MBEs here in the state of Georgia. The MBEIC is an important group that provides feedback to the Council and helps facilitate ways to improve the Council's programming and MBE-specific activities. We are currently developing the leadership team for the industry groups in 2022, and we look forward to sharing that with you soon. I would really like to thank the industry group chairs from 2021 and give a quick shout out to Sid Ahmed for his leadership as the MBEIC chair last year. Thank you all for your commitment to nurturing our small businesses and helping them grow. Last year was an interesting year for business. As we continue to navigate our path forward, it's important for us to lean into the relationships we already have. The GMSDC is a 47-year-old organization, and you are in good hands. The GMSDC's history and established network of resources will be beneficial for your future business growth. As your MBEIC chair, I would like to share some of my priorities for the year. I am focused on growing our MBE to MBE spend. There are opportunities within the GMSDC network that expand beyond our corporate partners to our fellow MBEs as well. I urge you to get involved in our industry groups. Get to know other MBEs and see how you can collaborate and do business with one another. We cannot forget the importance of business mentorship. My focus for the MBEIC is to mentor and coach our MBEs. Michael shared some of the exciting educational programming offered under the Georgia Education Foundation, and we will continue to explore more ways to help our MBEs continue to grow. I would like to thank you for allowing me to serve as the MBEIC chair for the upcoming year, but I cannot be successful without each of you. I look forward to your support and active engagement at our future MBEIC meetings. Here's to your continued success in 2022 and beyond.
Thank you, Tracy. I think we can all agree that the MBEIC is in capable hands. Tracy is a wonderful example of how being present and engaged at the Council can pay big dividends. Our next speaker is a very familiar face who really needs no introduction to provide an overview of the GMSDC's outlook for 2022. Please join me in welcoming the President and CEO of the GMSDC, Ms. Stacy Key.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Adam. We truly appreciate your support, your commitment, and dedication to the Council. So, my job today is to share with you the plan and the roadmap for 2022. I want to first share with all of you the 2022 theme for the Council. As you know, each year we develop a theme that encompasses our focus for the year. This year's theme, drum roll please, is Unleash Possibilities. So take a moment, let that soak in. Unleash possibilities. Imagine the possibilities. My other duty today is to share with you the 4 primary goals of the GMSDC in 2022. Some of these will look familiar as we move one step closer to reaching our goal and work to improve our performance as a council. Our goal is to always be the top affiliate in the network. So to that end, here are the top 4 focus areas for 2022. First up, opportunities, opportunities, opportunities. We are laser focused on putting our MBEs in front of as many opportunities as possible. The ongoing economic recovery, including projects created by the Federal Infrastructure Bill, will lead to many supply chain contract possibilities for our MBEs. As we move beyond the pandemic, we'll be working with our corporate partners, our government entities, state and local federal, as well as our own MBE prime contractors. There's an opportunity out there. We want to learn as much as possible to ensure that our MBEs are fully aware of what's available and position for success. Next up, Mbe Development. We want to make sure when our MBEs get the opportunities, they're prepared and ready to take advantage of each and every opportunity. There are efforts of the Georgia Education Foundation, programs like the Mentor-Protege Connection, the Center of Excellence, and the newly launched Community Business Initiative. We're making resources available so you can be at your best when it's time to compete. The goal is for you to be fully equipped to win the business. Next up is leveraging technology. Technology is now an integral part of how business is done. So we must embrace it, optimize it to be successful. Technology is a tool that can help you be more productive and operate at greater efficiency. The GMSDC is embracing technology in the form of voice skills like the GMSDC skill for Amazon Alexa. This year, we'll be relaunching our Let's Talk Small Business in the form of a podcast as a way of further telling our story and explore business through our lens. Technology is a way that companies can continue to stay competitive and innovative. I challenge you to continue to explore how you can use technology to grow your business. And last, but clearly not least, strategic partnerships. Part of our role is to bring you the best of many business resources that are available. While our council added numerous corporate members and MBEs to the family in 2021, we must continually up our game to serve you better. Sometimes that means working with other like-minded organizations in ways that are mutually beneficial. We've entered into partnerships and will enter into partnerships with entities like the Gwinnett Chamber, the Georgia Hispanic Chamber, the Metro Atlanta Chamber, and others in order to more effectively support our MBEs and corporate members. These kind of partnerships are critical to fulfilling the mission of GMSDC. I'd like to take a moment to make a special presentation. One of the traditions we've established at the Spirit of Alliance Awards is the President's Award, a special recognition we present from time to time to an exemplary leader who has made an extraordinary contribution to supplier diversity and to GMSDC. One of our longest tenured board members and corporate supplier diversity champions is retiring. So we want to take time now to salute this outstanding leader. Our honoree today has served on the board, sponsored countless programs and initiatives over the years, participated in committees and events, and advocated on behalf, all while leading a world-class supplier diversity program here in Georgia. It is my honor to present the GMSDC President's Award to Angela Williams of AT&T.
Thank you, Stacy, for this wonderful honor. It has been my privilege to represent AT&T and to have been a part of this wonderful organization. Supplier diversity is even more important now than it was years ago, and we must continue to advocate for economic equity in the midst of these challenging times. The GMSDC is a vital cog in the machinery that drives Georgia's economy. And we must continue to advocate for change so that everyone can have opportunity. I want to thank all of the amazing leaders I've served with on the board over the years. It is truly unique to find so many iconic global brands headquartered in one state. And all are represented on the board of directors of the GMSDC. That says a lot about the quality of leadership in our council. I am proud to have been a part of it. Thank you again for this recognition. It has been an honor to serve.
Thank you, Angela, for all of your years of service, your dedication and commitment to the cause. You will certainly be missed. If we continue to set a high standard, then we are certain to have a successful year. That's the real reason we exist, to see everyone win. And while we're on the subject of winning, we have a special guest who's going to fire us up, get us in gear for achieving excellence in 2022. All of us here in Georgia were so proud when the Atlanta Braves won their division for the fourth time in a row, I might add, but this time they went on to win the World Series. The Georgia Bulldogs also showed up and dominated the college football. So we're becoming accustomed to winning here in Georgia, okay? To help introduce our special guest is Orlando Lynch, President and CEO of Atlanta Peach Movers. Atlanta Peach Movers is a certified MBE and the largest moving company here in Georgia. Thank you, Orlando, for connecting us with the Atlanta Braves, Mr. Eric Young. Orlando, I turn it over to you.
you, Stacy. Hello, everyone. I am Orlando Lynch of Atlanta Peach Movers. It is my honor to tell you a little bit about our guest motivator, Eric Young. Is a lifelong ambassador and advocate for baseball who has been in professional baseball for almost 30 years, 15 or so as a player, a short stint in broadcasting, and a dozen years as a coach. He was once a two-sport athlete at Rutgers University, playing both football and baseball in college. Once he made it to the pros, he was an all-star. He led the league in stolen bases one season, won a Silver Slugger Award for the top batting average in baseball at his position, and now has added World Series champion to his resume. Winning is just what he does. Along with our own Adam Walker, please welcome Eric Young, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Orlando, and welcome to the 2022 Your Winning Season. We have a World Series champion with you, ladies and gentlemen. Atlanta Braves' very own first base coach, Coach Eric Young Sr. Glad you're here.
Oh, thanks for having me, Adam. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Now, winning a World Series means you get that chip.
Yes.
And it's been said, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
That's right.
So I can't wait to see yours. And I got so excited when I was asked to sit here and participate and sit up here with you. I had to do a little background check, a little research. Now, I know we met back in 2018, but it was a while ago. But I had to call up a mutual acquaintance, friend, teammate of ours, do a little research. And when he told me, I said, hey, man, do you know Coach Eric Young? He said, EY? I said, EY, Ernst & Young? That's the only EY I know. He said, no, well, there's two. He said, you got Eric Young Sr. He said, man, he's an awesome teammate. And if he lets you in, he'll let you call him E-Train. He said, he's a super, super nice gentleman. I realized that from when I met you in 18. He said, everyone doubted him, and he became an all-star in spite of. You know who told me that?
Ellis Burks.
Close. Kurt Liskanek at the Colorado Rockies. Wow. I went to high school with Kurt. He's from Homestead, PA, along with Orlando and I.
Oh, wow. That's a big surprise right there.
There you go. I was holding that one for you. But is that accurate?
That's, well, you know, I'm always a humble individual and I don't brag on myself, but that's very accurate. I think being a great teammate allows you to also be a great player, a great person, a person that people want to be around. And when you have people gravitating to you like that, then it's important for you to not only be that role model for kids, but role model for your teammates as well, and lead the right way. And it's different leaders and how they classify themselves. And I was just one of those that was, you know, always on the grind each and every day. So that's good to hear, though, from Kurt.
That's an awesome trait. And then just backing up a little bit with you being from New Jersey and attending Rutgers University. Attending Rutgers University is a huge accomplishment in itself, where many of you guys may not know, but Rutgers is like a small Ivy League school. Rutgers is really, really a great institution. But you played two sports. We heard that in your bio. You played football and baseball while attending a top academic institution in the world. Now, we all have the same 24 hours a day. How in the world did you manage and prioritize your decisions to be great as a student and dual athlete? I had trouble being a student athlete, but a student dual athlete is tough. And you have many, many people watching. You have executives, you have entrepreneurs, CEOs, and OOOs. OOOs are only operating officers. I mean, they have to juggle many balls, and you had to juggle 3, 4 in college. Can you help us understand how you manage those?
Well, at the time I couldn't. I didn't quite understand what I was doing, but one thing that I always did, I always looked ahead and planned and had a plan for 3 or 4 years down the road where I wanted to be. And I knew that getting the football scholarship to Rutgers gave me an opportunity to really explore different avenues, being that it was in my hometown. So going into school, I said, okay, whatever I do athletically, I want to make sure I graduate in 4 years. So the game plan was with the 4 years and how I'm gonna get my degree first. The football allowed me to walk on that field to play that game each and every Saturday, but it was all predicated by the fact that the academics was set, then football was set. Then I decided, you know, to go out for the baseball team, realizing I don't know how I'm gonna do it, you know, but I went out for the baseball team and I made the baseball team and things started to take off. As far as the social life, it wasn't a lot. There was some, but it wasn't a lot. But I just had a game plan and I stuck to it. And I didn't allow anyone or anything to come in between of what I was trying to get accomplished in 4 years here at Rutgers University.
Being that focused as a youngster, teenager, a young adult, and seeing you're just winning a Super Bowl, not a Super Bowl, I apologize. I have the Super Bowl ring, guys.
That's right.
World Series ring. Seeing you're just winning your World Series championship ring. Did baseball choose you or did you choose baseball by being a duathlete?
Wow. I never had it asked that way, but I chose baseball. I decided to go that route. And I wanted to see what I can get. Like the baseball didn't owe me anything. It's what I owed to baseball when I got drafted. So that was an honor for me. But I knew when I was playing football and baseball, I knew the route I wanted to take, and it was baseball. After a couple of years of playing and having success, I just thought longevity-wise, I would be smart in making that move with the baseball team.
You've been blessed, and I see it's working out, and it's still paying dividends to you and the family. When we started talking off before, I mentioned Kurt Laskanik, and you talked about leadership. Now, I was told from my mentor many years ago that your title does not make you a leader. Your title makes you a manager, and your people make you a leader. Now, the Atlanta Braves, you guys won a doggone World Series championship during a global pandemic with a lot of adversity, a lot of obstacles, and Lord knows what went inside with the players dealing with their family, their communities, their beliefs on vaccinations and getting vaccinated and non-vaccinated and things of that nature. How did your leaders develop and your team execute a winning culture during the pandemic? Because you guys had a winning culture to get through this.
Yes, exactly. I know at times you were hearing about teams having problems with the pandemic, having trouble fielding the team, games canceled. One thing I can say about our team and the players that are in there, they are as focused and committed to the cause, more so than any team I've been around. And that's pretty big coming from, this is a young group, and I've been around a veteran group, but the guys were so disciplined and making sure that they didn't put themselves in an uncomfortable position, which would affect the team. They thought about the team, they thought about their teammates. And as one of the leaders, as a coach, the manager, you know, the general manager, you set the tone of this has to be done this way or we would not have a season, let alone trying to have a successful season. So many of the guys were committed to the cause. And when you see them committed to that cause, you knew when they stepped between the lines, these guys come to play every day. That wasn't even an issue. And once we got it rolling and realized how we're gonna do it based on the protocols that was given to us by Major League Baseball, it wasn't a problem, wasn't any problems at all. Guys just, you know, just showed that fortitude that we want to be here. We committed to the call. We committed to you, meaning each other. So that's one thing. Our team, the culture and the foundation when I came over in 2018 was set with basically these same kids that we won that World Series with this past year, the core group. And once a new player comes in, they have to fit in. They don't come in to take over or change what has already been established. They have to fit in. And that's why when you see we get acquisitions, these guys have to go along with the protocols, the game plan, everything we already have established here.
That's huge. Commitment, discipline, and players executing the culture.
Yes.
And that's the same in business.
Yes.
As CEO, I can set the culture, but it's the guys getting it done every day that execute the culture. That is awesome. So during this championship run, you had to make many, many strategic moves, tactical decisions to win an inning, a game, and ultimately the World Series championship. Sounds like a chess game.
It is similar to a chess game, and I'm not a good chess player. However,
right,
when you parlay it with the baseball scene, you know, it's what people don't understand, the preparation that we put forth each and every day, and we going into a particular series, or we going against a particular pitcher, or the game plan is always established, and we have our meetings. The coaches get it before the players come in, and then we give it to the players. And when we're talking, discussing things, we understand that we will have to make adjustments when we step on the field, when the game is processing everything. You never know what situation may come up. And you have to have that willingness for change. You have to have that willingness to make the adjustment. And you got to be sharp and focused enough that you can make it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have 9 innings and things happen fast. So that's what we were able to do. And like having that familiar voice, you know, we've been together, you know, for 4 years. And we talk about the 4-time National League East Division. It wasn't given to us, because the year before the guys, I think, came in 4th or 5th place. So when we think about how we prepare, how the guys prepare, what's expected when they walk in that locker room at 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, whichever time they float in there, they know there will be a game plan for that pitcher that night. And it's the team, we always say, the team that makes the least mistakes and execute the best with their game plan is going to win the game each and every night.
That's huge, and you can relate that to business all day, every day, because I know I played baseball, but even when I played, I was just being an athlete, thinking all you had to do was hit, catch, and run. And then while watching my sons play, I understood that this is a thinking man's game.
Yes.
And you have to put a lot into it, just like business. Yes. Preparation, tendencies of your customer, of your competitor. There's a lot that goes on to it. And then while we're talking about these players, you know, athletes, we're some quirky guys. You know, creatures of habit,
That's right.
superstitions, rituals.
Yes.
You know, looking at numbers, what can we figure out? How can we get an edge just for our inner self?
That's right.
Now, when I was with the world champion San Francisco 49ers, when we walked out to practice, no one walked over the logo on the practice field. You know, if you had a good game, we wore the same socks. The next week, you know, there was just a lot of things that we did. As I played running back. I look more like a guard or something now, but I played running back many years ago. But we all would watch the movies, the TV series Martin every evening before the games. You know, so we just had these different little rituals and superstitions and things of that nature. Did you guys develop anything? Now, I see watching you on first base, I see many times someone will get a hit and you guys do a hat bump on first base.
Yes.
Or do some invisible handshake.
Yes.
Is there anything else that you guys do behind the scenes or during the game? Or
well, it's a little different but similar. And when I say that, the players have their ritual each and every time they come in. They know what time they want to hit. I mean, they batting cage time, what time we're gonna hit on the field. So it's structured. What you know in football, you structure your time is structured when you get there. So with our team, it just varies just so much. Some guys like to, you know, they gotta go to the jacuzzi and talk. Some guys gotta go to the back and stretch and everything. That's their little quiet time. Some guys go to the weight room. And some guys like to eat.
Right.
I'm not going to, exclude that because the food is outstanding. I must tell you that. So
comfort food.
Yes, it is. It's so each guy got a ritual. Now at first base, as far as I'm concerned, yes, I have the headbutt with Freddie Freeman. I have handshakes. We have signals. We have codes. All that we just doing as they come into first base. So they know exactly, like when they come to first, it's not just coming to first base and chatting with the first baseman. There's a lot of little things going on. So we keep up with the ritual. You do it every day because we play 162 games. And especially if you have success that day, you're gonna make sure you do the same thing or wear the same thing, as you said. That's right.
Okay, now when you talk about first base and the head bumps and things, what in the world does score from first mean? Explain that to me.
Well, it's a mindset, first of all. And when a guy gets on first base to us, he's going to score. And if one of our guys, especially hit it in the gap or something like that, we're thinking scoring. We have an aggressive mentality when we run the bases, and knowing at times we're going to make mistakes. However, it's how you respond to those mistakes, and if you're making it aggressively. If you're doing it passively, we have a problem with that. So we want our guys to think about scoring with a ball hitting the gap. Down the line, you thinking scoring, because our third base coach, Ron Washington, I don't think he has a stop sign in his vein. So he's sending everybody. So, and that's the tone we send to the players, and they respond.
Okay, now when certain things lined up, when did anyone on your team know you guys were going to win the World Series? And what I mean by that is nothing special, not that you knew you were a better team or not. When I was playing, we played in Super Bowl 29 on January 29th, which was my mother's birthday. I thought that was kind of cool.
Wow.
But then it went a little further during the game. I said, I played for the 49ers. We ended up scoring 49 points that day. And my mom turned 49 years old.
Oh, wow.
So all the stars lined up.
Wow.
Was there anything that happened when you guys knew you were just going to win the World Series before or during the game?
Well, I tell you, during the season, it was a weird season because things was happening. We had some of our greats pass away in the Braves history, especially Hank Aaron, in the sense that we were an average team with 44 wins at the All-Star break. We won 44 games at the end of the season, and we were in first place. And we had a saying in our locker room, like in July. We said, guys, if we can just stay right here afloat, when we catch the Mets and Phillies that were ahead of us at the time, we got to dance for them when we catch them. And I don't know if I can say it on the air or anything like that, but the dance was when we catch them, when we catch them, it's going to be the only thing they see is ass and elbows because we running. So they're going to be watching us for the rest of the season. So when we took off and got in the first place in August, and we had new acquisitions to help us out, we knew we had something good going. It was just a matter of if we were going to come together, the chemistry was going to come together by September and then into the playoffs. But once we clinched, that's when we really knew we had a chance. Knowing that each step of the way with Milwaukee, we know we had to get past LA over that hump, that it was going to be tough to get to the World Series, but we felt that we were good enough or as good as any team in the playoffs.
You guys heard it. If you play the numbers, I'm not advocating gambling, but the Georgia Lottery, you might want to play 44. 29. just put that in your pocket a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm big on family first.
Yeah.
And one of the things I learned about you is one, unbelievable person, a great coach and athlete, a better man. But coach, you have two sons that are really, really kicking butt. You have a namesake, Eric Young Jr.
Yes.
Who's taken after you, played a little professional baseball and coaching.
Yes.
You have Dallas Young, who is now a wax on, wax off, Karate Kid. You know. Do they know you as dad, coach, friend, a mixture of all, or how do you relate to them when you're talking to them about their craft?
Oh wow! First of all, yeah, I'm just dad. Number one, Junior, my oldest one, was able to be around and be in the dugout with me a lot. And he realized at a young age, baseball was the route he wanted to go. Now, my baby boy was the one that changed everything, changed the whole path, tune, and everything, who's also a tremendous athlete. However, he just finished doing Cobra Kai, season 4. And
wow.
He's like a little rock star right now. He's been active for 4 or 5 years. But one thing that I always stress to my boys, I said, whatever you decide to do, make sure you love it. Don't do it for the money. Don't think about the fame. Do it because you love it, and everything else will take care of itself.
GMSDC, love your business. Yes. Do not just sitting here doing it, running after the money. Love yourself and your business. And since this is Black History Month, we're talking about baseball, world champion, Atlanta Braves, Orlando Lynch, who introduced you. We're both from Homestead, Pennsylvania, 6 miles outside of Pittsburgh. And if any of you guys know, that is the home of the Homestead Grays, world champion Homestead Grays. Josh Gibson, Homestead Grays. What impact did Negro League Baseball or any of the pioneers that came through Negro League Baseball have on your career?
Well, I tell you, right off the bat, it was Jackie Robinson. It was very important, and I got drafted by the Dodgers, so each and every time I put on that uniform, I thought about what he represented and what he given us that opportunity to do and not take it for granted. And I really appreciated the things that he went through. I don't know for sure if I could have did that. And that's why, he was the special chosen one to lead the way for all of us African Americans to play baseball. And so I never did take it for granted. And the thing that's significant too is when I got called up with the Dodgers, I was wearing number 21. They gave me 21. And I said that day, if I could be half the man, half the player, my career is great.
Well, you just sent chills down my spine. Wow, I'm sitting here. That is huge, man. Thank you for sharing that. That's another number, 21, guys. We're closing up, but as we're going to do a toast, but while we're getting our champagne, what's one thing that you would like to leave with all the MBEs? Do you have one thing, one message you want to share?
Just to me, love your position, love what you bring to the table. Each one of you, whether it's going in the boardroom, from the top to the bottom, that you have a skill set which will make a company successful. Please show it at any time, express it, exhibit, make a good example of being the person you can be and the strength that you have as a team than individually.
Thank you, Coach. And as we wrap this up, thank you very, very much, Coach E. This was a wonderful conversation. I think we need some more time.
Yes.
So we can really get it loose and share some real nuggets.
Yes.
But wrong way. We want to thank you again, behalf of our business community, for spending some time with us today and helping us to get fired up for 2022. No pressure, but we'll be no pressure at all. The Braves have set the bar really high around here, and we expect to win a division every year. And that's what we want for your business, a nonstop string of victories. Our hope for you is that you realize every single one of your dreams. I propose a toast. Here's to a year of unparalleled achievement when you surpass all of your goals and open up new channels of business that produce great results. May you and yours be in good health throughout, and may your business become a legacy that can sustain you, your family, for generations. The best is yet to come. Hear, hear.
Hear.
Salute. GMSDC, thank you for joining us for our annual meeting. Let us all prepare to unleash the possibilities for optimal success in 2022. Have a great year, everyone. Keep your hands clean and your mask up. We'll see you at the top. Don't meet us there. Beat us there.